What's going on, guys? What it do? This is your boy. Hey, I'm telling y'all about my trip. Well, my trip to Cancun. Your boy went to Mexico. We all already see because I probably already uploaded a couple of videos by now. So I will be hopefully I'm not too fucking loud. Let's dial it back a little bit. Well, yeah, it was my birthday, so your boy had to book first class flights. You know what? It wasn't even all that. It wasn't. It wasn't good enough for me to want to get first class flight again. But let's keep it moving. I'm really just going to tell y'all about my first day there, and the first few things that I did. So you gotta excuse the not so good editing, and excuse the music. Well, I like the music, so don't excuse the music. But definitely excuse the editing. Yeah, your boy. When I landed, I was with the homie Daniel. Thank you, Miss Amber, for introducing me to Daniel. He was cool. I'm gonna put his information down below. Actually, everybody that I talk about, I'm putting their information down below if they want it to. And yeah, that's Daniel. That homie cool. Actually, hold up, pause it. Homie, he's so cool that I got there. It was like late at night, and I was like hungry. You see, they got Cars Jr. I was hungry, so he drove around. He drove around to find me something to eat. But we ended up going to like a convenience store, and I got me like a sandwich and like some water, and then I just went to my Airbnb. All right, I try to pause it as much because I'm trying to keep this video like 20 minutes long, maybe. All right, let's go. Oh, okay, hold on, wait. I'm gonna be explaining everything. Okay, so when I walked in the house, it was dark as you can see. I didn't turn on the lights or nothing. I had my bags and everything. I set everything down, and I was hungry, so I was eating me a sandwich. And walks a beautiful lady. I thought she was beautiful, and I'm like, oh my god, what is going on here? And she was outside talking. I was like, okay, I don't want to be a bother. I'm just, But she walked in, introduced herself, and I didn't know who she was. We started talking. Turns out it's Diana. And we hit it off. Turns out it was her birthday, and the very next day was my birthday. We like similar ages and whatever. And she said, "It's your birthday. You have to get a Corona." So she had some beer, and she offered me one. I was like, "No, I'm cool." She insisted, so I was like, "Okay." And I was, me, I'm a lightweight, so when I drank it, I got a little buzzed, but it was like I felt like it was love at first sight. Nah, no, stop. It felt like my twin flame. It felt like I had finally found my twin flame after talking with her for like maybe 30 minutes, and then she was very nice, very nice lady. She gave me the drink. I ate it like a banana or something. Then she asked me to see my room, and I'm like, well, cause she got a smaller room than mine, and she wanted to see mine. So showed her my room, and I took a shower, and that was the last time I saw her. And I was very sad, cause I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Matter of fact, there's a picture. Let's let it keep playing. And she asked to take a picture, so that's the picture that we took. And then she took a picture of me in my room, and then after she took the picture, she left, and then I never saw her again. Never talked to her again. It was sad. Now I'm on the way to the ferry because I want to go to La Isla Mujeres. I think it's like the island of the women or something like that. And it was freaking hot. It was hot, and I was in a long line, but the line that took like maybe 10 minutes. I wasn't there standing on waiting for long. Here it was hot. Like I was blazing, boy. Your boy was hot. But these guys were here in front of me. They offered me a drink. They also gave me a drink because it was my birthday, and we were on the way to La Isla Mujeres. And they tell me they come there like once a month, and they're from Dallas. But I didn't know until I heard one speaking English. and then they kind of took me under their wing. They was telling me some spots to go to as we got a little bit closer, because it actually took about an hour from not the whole thing. It took like 20 minutes getting there, but sitting there waiting for everybody to load up, for the trucks to load up, I decided it was best for me to do that instead of going to the catamaran thing, because that was $25 for all day trip with food included, and you get to party on the boat. But everything would have been rushed. So instead of me paying $25, I paid for the 20 something for the ferry. Then I paid like $100 for a cart, and then I paid for all my food. So I ended up spending like $200 instead of the 25. But it was well worth it because I got to do what I want to do. Look how beautiful that is. So, and you know me, I'm not really the partying type anyway. And there was these little guys everywhere. These guys was everywhere. It was like pigeons. Everywhere I looked, there was one of those. I almost stepped on one like 2 or 3 times. And then I had to walk for like almost 10-15 minutes. Actually, we all had to walk actually to get these things. Look at your boy, man. I look good, bro. I look good, bro. Look at your boy. Hey, thank you for the hat again, Mom. Mom got me that hat. I was trying to get me another golf cart, and the guy was trying to charge me like $125 for all day. I was like, bro, what? So I went across the street to these guys, and they hooked me up. And they only had one for like 4 people, but you know, it was just me, so I was just chilling by myself all day. Hey, you know, that's gonna be thumbnail, man. Look at your boy. That's gonna be. And this is me just riding around. Like, I'm gonna let it play for a little bit. I've already took a bunch out, but I want y'all to feel like y'all there with me, minus the music I got in the background. And I was hungry, and when I was telling everybody, I said I don't want to see any Americans, nobody from the United States. I don't want to see any tourists. I want to see only the Mexican people. I only want to see them. So I was driving around, and I got to where all the locals was at. And then me not knowing very much Spanish, I was like, hey, mi necesito la comida. You know, I was hungry, but because I was out of the tourist section, they didn't take cards. They only took pesos, and me, I didn't get any pesos, and I couldn't find any pesos, and everybody kept telling me the store to go to, but I kept passing the store, and me, I don't like going in stores with a lot of people, so I just didn't do it. I actually found the store actually a little bit closer to the tour zone, and I think it was called the Yayo. And there was a bunch of kids like playing in one of these buildings. Yeah, the Yayo. Hey, look at what your boy got, man. That didn't cost very much at all, and I got a drink. That didn't cost a lot. I'm gonna be quiet. Shh. It's the homie. I was like, hey man, do you guys get tired of all these tourists zipping around everywhere? He's like, he spoke Spanish, and then he texts back on my translator app. He's like, no, I love tourists, especially the ones that tip big. I was like, you know what, I got you. I got you. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put you in the YouTube, man. I got you. It's gonna be a big tip. And this is me riding in. I was kind of nervous. I think I say like, man, it's crazy out here, because it was hot, but it wasn't that hot. But everybody was like passing me, and they was on carts, they was on cars passing me, and I was just trying to get to the Punta Sur. I was trying to get to the end, and I was trying to do some snorkeling and all this stuff like that on my turn, on my time. Because if I would have went and paid the $25 for the whole day with the tour group, I would have only had 45 minutes to snorkel. I didn't want that. I went and stayed a long time. Not only did I snorkel, I got me like 2 pina coladas, and I just sat and sipped, and I took some pictures, and I sent the pictures to my mom. Yeah, you do get cell phone service there. I got some cell phone service. Now when I go to Mexico City here in a couple months, I don't know if I get cell phone service there, but I mean, I record something for y'all. Look at your boy driving, bro. Like, I feel like I should have stayed there. That's why I decided to move to Mexico. A lot of people's like, you just decided all of a sudden? I was like, you don't understand. I felt like I always needed to go to someplace else anyway. And when I went there, I felt like I was home, even though it wasn't. So that's why I chose Mexico. I had chose Africa first, but it's kind of far. Hey, that's the picture. Me sipping on pina colada. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sat there for a little bit, watched the waves, talked to a couple of people, talked to a couple of other tour people. Man, I just spent some time myself. I just enjoyed it. I would have liked to have somebody come with me, but people who I wanted to come with me, either they wasn't able to, or we stopped talking, or it was just in my best interest to go by myself. And I'm glad I did, because I met a lot of people, and I felt like the locals took me in because I was by myself. Even on one of the tour groups, that the guy was like, "Well, choice, you choice because you're by yourself. You can go attack the ladies." Like, I was like, "No, I'm not attacking any ladies, man. I'm just here. I'm just here to see something different and experience a different vibe." And I'm glad I did. Like, I didn't even get a chance to. I wanted to go to the Coco Bongo, to the big dance, big party club, and I didn't get a chance to because I was so busy, just living life, man. This is nice. So I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know, a lot. I'm definitely gonna bring my boys here. I wonder how long can I stay. That's one thing that I think about. Like, how long am I gonna be able to stay here before I'm like, okay, I'm tired of it. It's time to move. But the thing is, I'm moving from here. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit, and I'm gonna move to another place like Mexico City, and then I'm gonna be traveling all over Mexico, just visiting all the awesome places. And then I'm gonna be going to, like, France. I told y'all I have France scheduled, because I speak French. I'll be going there, and I'm going to, like, Africa. Africa's far. I would like to go there and, like, stay. That was gonna be my place to stay, but I need to be close to home, to my mom, to my boys, cause like while I'm staying here in like Cancun area, like, instead of me seeing my boys like I see them now, like once a month for 2 days, I'm staying here for 2 months, and then when I go back, I'm going back for like 3 weeks to a month, and I'm just with my boys the whole time. So they're seeing me way more than if I was in America, just hustling, working, cause I don't need to work no more. Look at your boy. Okay, let's focus. Look at these fish. Look at these Nemos. I was trying to find him, but I couldn't find him. I like how blue this water was. It looked like, for like a couple of seconds, I was like, oh, we're in the pool. That's how pretty it was. And see, look at it. It looks like the bottom of a pool. And some of the fish, it looked like the fish was so close that I wanted to touch it. I think I actually tried. Yeah, I did try this. I tried to touch a couple of fish. And look at that. That's just so beautiful. I was trying my best to record it, but I was swimming pretty good. I was swimming like a wounded fish. I was like, had the camera with my phone with one hand, and I was swimming with the other hand, and it just, but I wasn't the only person doing it, so I really didn't look, I really didn't look too goofy. We all look goofy. Oh yeah, I had swum way out there. The last scene was me looking back at the place that I was sitting at, but yeah, and they got the wire there that basically keeps you from going over to the reef, or was it the coral? Oh, I think it's called reef. Yeah, coral reef, whatever. And the fish were just like swimming up under me, and there was like some purple one. There was like some school of fish, and yeah. It just was so beautiful, and I was wondering like why the fish was so comfortable just coming up to people. I think someone said like they actually you can buy some food for the fish. Is that starfish? Yeah, it was a starfish. Like someone said you can actually buy some fish. I mean some fish food and go out there and like feed them or have them in your pocket or something. Like maybe that's what the fish are used to, and that's probably why they were so comfortable swimming around us humans. But I don't know. I just heard somebody talking, so I don't know for sure. And the people was kind of like getting in my way, you know, because I was trying to swim with like one arm and like my legs and stuff, and I'm kind of big. Like I was like the biggest dude out there. I actually felt good a few times. Hey yo, look how pretty that fish is. Because me walking around with my shirt off, you know, and I turn heads in America, you know, up here, you know, United States, but I turn more heads down there. Cause I have been cutting up and training for the whole month leading up to it. And now I'm training like even more because I'm going back in like a week. So yeah, you're gonna turn more heads. And then I'm actually moving there in January, so I'm gonna be like a specimen. Alright, let's focus on these fish. That's the purple one I was talking about. Isn't it beautiful? And I thought he was by himself, and I was talking to the fish. I was like, "Hey man, I know what you feel like right now, man. Cause I'm the only one too, man. I'm the only one too." But then I looked, and the fish was like, it's like a whole school of fish. Yeah, I think you can see this up in the top left right there. You get to see him. Yeah, it's like a choice. If you can turn the camera, I mean, come on, man. What you doing? There you go. There you go. I turned the camera. That's them. You see everybody gone because I kind of just swim. It was too many people, so I just swam past everybody. And that cord right there, that cord thing, it was to keep people from crossing it. The one to the right, not the one below. To keep people from going to like the coral, I think. So if I just passed that part, I only had the one on the right, so I just kept swimming out. I just kept swimming on out there, away from everybody else out the way until the lifeguard lady who was above me on the I dropped the phone. Yeah, I dropped the phone right there. I should actually edit that out, but nah, let's go ahead and leave it in. Let's go and leave it in. And the lifeguard lady, she was like, "Excuse me, this is the limit. It's too far," or something like that. She was telling me. I said, "I'm sorry," and I was fine. So you see how far I came up, and then I was like, "Yeah, see," and I was like, "Muy bonito," because she was very pretty, and she was like, "Thank you." And then I kept on. Then I went back, so like, I had to get back way over there, so I had to swim back over there. Actually, we could just edit this out. We don't need to see me swimming back. Those some brave fish, bro. That's some brave fish. And then like right, this is actually good right here. Like so, I put the phone like in my vest to record as I was swimming back, and then this is actually pretty good. If I could rotate it, nah, I'll leave it like this. This is actually pretty good. This is a good view. You get to see your boy swimming. What kind of float was I really was swimming because I was getting close to the people. They had their cake all in the way, but you get to see the fish, right? That's right. Yeah. So one thing I would tell people, if it's something you want to do, just don't put it off. Then after I got done, I took one last like shot. This shot I actually did for y'all. And then I took my ass back to my little cart. And I got back in, talked to a couple of ladies on the way. And I got back in. Alright, I'll see y'all.